Road trip for the Blazers ends here as they leave for Portland right after the game. And this is a dangerous team, there's no doubt about it, with the Western Conference's fourth best record.
You know, for the Trailblazers.
In low to Barkley. It's stolen by Stoudemire. Drops in the breakaway layup.
In that game, Kevin, that really led the charge. You know, the guys who normally don't score a lot, they came in and really contributed.
A total team performance, Steve.
Now here's Stoudemire. He's coming off a 10-point game against Memphis. Just 5 to shoot. And it's blocked by Francis. First quarter, just over a minute played. Here is Mobley. And that one's on target from the wing.
Have that as their goal, getting to the playoffs, and they've shown us some great games in the past when they've met up. This should be a lot of fun.
Wallace, the pass to Stoudemire, and he's good on the 3-ball.
Mike Dunleavy's thoughts when we had a chance to catch up with this. When we talked about what they'll try to do on defense, he told me they're going to have to do everything they can to neutralize their opponent's high flyers, saying, quote, "We can't play above the rim like these guys, so we'll have to do our best to keep them away from the hoop." Gentlemen, easier said than done.
Thanks again, Doris. But he gets it back.
It's to a sure thing as you can possibly have when he steps to the line.
Francis passes to Williams. Drains it from beyond the arc.
So strength and flexibility, even using Eastern medicine, so they're not leaving any stone unturned.
Shot's good by Pippen. Francis, started by Stoudemire. 17-foot shot on the way. Now, here is Barkley. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And some nice passing there by Houston. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. For Portland, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Stoudemire kicks to Smith. It's Pippen on the wing. From deep. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Wallace dishes to Stoudemire. Second shot opportunity. And it's good on the layup. Guarded by Pippen. Williams attacking. Banked in off the glass. 5 points in the game. Back to Smith. Pass to Pippen. Right through the knee for the layup.
Talked about it is really a result of great offensive execution. And this is a club that works well together. They get great looks.
The Rockets making the shot. Portland moving the ball around. Schrempf dishes to Anthony. The 3. Good. Pass to Wells from downtown. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
And they're getting their
Shots, though.
Here's Drew. 9-point game his last outing. Up top, Barkley. It's good from the top of the key. 6 on the shot clock. Portland needs to get off a shot. Rejected by Rodgers. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. Now in terms of their record.
When you look at Portland, they've hit the ground running to start this young season, and I mean that literally. It's that simple.
Wells passes to Grant. There's a good screen. Gives him the lead pass. Came hard off that pick and finished strong.
Boy, a pick was set at the perfect angle on the floor.
And so it's Houston with it. The Blazers getting the bucket. Here's Francis. That's good. 6 points for him.
first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust.
And so here's Portland. After the made shot from Francis. The shot's good from Wells.
Working hard and being unselfish in order to get good shots.
Now here's Wallace. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Memphis.
And Steve, not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
Yep, well deserved. I mean, they have worked their tails off on the glass.
Now here's Pippen. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. An indication
He hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action.
And so it's Houston with it. The Blazers getting the bucket. That's a mammoth dunk for someone who's far from the biggest guy out there on the floor. Back to Pippen from outside the arc. And it's Pippen again missing.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those two in the first quarter.
Here's Cato, and it's Houston with another.
Great job.
Number 11, covered by Miller. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it.
Their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Stoudemire's checked in. Takes the assist and lays it in.
He's finally starting to get it going here offensively.
Poked away. Wallace up on top. The 3-ball. That's good.
To send them to the foul line.
The Rockets making a switch here. Thomas is checked in. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Francis passes to Anderson. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. Smith up top. Out to Stoudemire. There's the 3. Number 11. And good on the basket. Book it. And so it's Houston with it. 11-point game. Here's Bullard, guarded by Pippen. Bullard the pass to Thomas. And he uses the glass on the layup. Outside for Pippen. 5 to shoot. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Houston's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. It's Williams with the drive. Puts up a 3. And the basket good. 5 points in the game. Francis, guarded by Stoudemire. Back to Williams. Makes the lead pass. Shots good by Miller.
And guys, they continue to...
Now, here is Smith. He had 16 points in the win against Memphis. Here's Wallace. That drops. Wallace has got 9.
You know, it seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through. And that's not something they should get away from.
Here's Francis. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Pippen, the pass to Smith. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
To start the second half doesn't bode well for how this will play out for this squad.
Williams' shot is off.
And he's having all sorts of problems with his shot.
I'm not sure he even has a shot right now, Steve, to be quite honest.
Shot clock at 6. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Poke loose. Here's Smith. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. It's good from about 19 feet. And here comes the break. For the finish, the big jump at the end of the break.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
The feed now to Smith. Right side, Pippen. Shot clock at 3. Out to Wallace. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen. Francis, headed by Stoudemire, shoots it. And it's Houston with another.
Well, he certainly isn't field goal percentage. And they're the number 2 scoring team in the league. This is a well-balanced, well-oiled offensive machine.
And the shooting is really what stands out to me.
Wallace left side. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
The tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard. Bringing it down hard, my brother. Offensive rebound. Francis passes to Williams. Here's Olajuwon. And at last, they get one to fall. That's tipped. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Here's Mobley. Throws down the breakaway jam. Wells passes to Smith. With the shot. And that's good for 2. with the lead pass, and it's Olajuwon with the jam.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking. Number 11. Lays it up and banks it in.
It's hard to the boards, but you have to be smart. He went right over his back on that one. Not a good play.
I think he was just over anxious that time.
Stoudemire, the pass to Smith. He dishes it to O'Neal. Kicks it to Pippen. The 8-footer gets it to go. Back to Anderson, to the paint. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Here's Drew. The pass to Rogers. 9 feet out. No luck.
Tell you, the defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs.
Here's Drew. Pass to Rogers. Here's Cato. Makes it off the glass.
You know, it's really going to be all.
But you wonder what the score of this game would be if they weren't pulling down all these rebounds.
Love what I'm seeing from them in the paint.
Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Wells. True on the 14-footer.
Easy little jump shot.
Was that too?
Yeah, that's the best part of the game. I mean, a 5-man team game where the ball moves with so much unselfish.
Steve allowed him to lose his man and rock it to the rim.
Well, don't you love to see players working together in that fundamental play? Fun to watch.
Inside, Anderson. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam. Wells passes to Wallace. And Barkley with the block. It's Anderson with the drive. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty. This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in
Come
a
on.
blowout.
Make a few plays, we'll be right back in it. His message was clear. Stay the course, Kevin.
Pass to Wells. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Finish with some flair and flavor, guys.
It's Anderson with the drive. And it's Olajuwon with the jam.
Hang time.
They get a hand on it. And it's Houston on the break. Anderson with the ball. Pippen with the steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Here's Wells. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Yeah, he's unflappable, Steve. He doesn't seem rattled at all by the score and is now 4 for 4 in the quarter.
And the shot's good from Francis. Pretty nice efficiency there. Outside for Pippen. And Portland again with the buckets. Backing down. Low block shot on the way. Olajuwon. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
That takes up a lot of space.
Stoudemire kicks to Wallace. Feeds it to Pippen. Stoudemire outside. With the fadeaway. But they get it back. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation.
Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
The Rockets making a switch here. Here's Francis. And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2. He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line.
They'd have loved to cut it to 1 there. But they're still in decent shape if they can get a stop.
Portland leading, and at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And that will be the first game of 5 straight at home. There's the pick. Stoudemire with the ball. Now guarded by Francis. Out to Stoudemire. From the arc. Stoudemire missing again.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
Passes to Francis. Intercepted. Here's the break. Shot to stop the drought. The Rockets pull it in.
Well, I think sort of just playing this one out now as they get the last rebound. They really haven't had much success today controlling the missed shot.
And the defense looked confused out there that time.
Trailblazers have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. It's Pippen with the drive, and he banks in the layup. Here's Drew. There's the dish to Thomas. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Outstanding job there to absorb the contact and guide it in.
That's how you impose your will against the defender. He came to play.
Dishes it to Wallace. A runner. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Mobley covered by Smith. Fires, high post. No good off the front iron.
You know, that mid-range jump shot is not his strong suit, even when he gets a good look like that.
And the slam dunk by Pippen.
Yeah.
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. And the Rockets making a change here. And he is unable to get the second one. For Portland, they've gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Number 11. The shot will not go. And Houston the other way. Pass to Francis. Leads him in there. And Anderson slams it in. It's been a tight one so far. Outside Pippen. Smith on the wing. Back to Pippen. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. Wallace inside. He's guarded by Thomas. Changes up. Tries yet again. Connects.
Oh, that is a massive shot.
You know it is. He's stepping right into the spotlight.
Smith against Anderson. Sinks it.
Kevin, that was so clutch. Now they really need a defensive stand.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're losing by 1. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the fourth. The drive by Smith. The feed to Wallace. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
You know, they've got a foul to give here if they need it.
Well, definitely something to keep in mind for them right now. They can be very aggressive.
Free throw good, Wallace. 12 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Anderson with the ball. Launches it. On target from downtown. Ends with a big win by Portland in a tight game. And Clark, you know, it was quite a nail-biter.
Yeah, it was tight. Their guys were able to come up with big plays down the stretch, and that's the difference.